Alright, this little video here is an example of how to play a kind of syncopated strum that we can use in a acoustic guitar version of the U2 songs Where the Streets Have No Name, which kind of sounds like this. It goes on and on like that, and we already established it's in the key of D, right? So the D chord is the one I'm going to be holding here, but what's most important here is not really the chords, because they're very easy chords. You got D, C, G, there's a B minor, it's a bar chord. I'll talk about that in a minute, but we haven't worked on that yet, but we will. It's easy on a Strat. So the chords are not tough. What's tough is this, right? That little strumming pattern, because it's got you got to do it, and you got to like commit to it. Because if you listen to what U2 the band sounds like, they always got that, you know, he's got that, all that stuff going on all the time. You know, the Edge, the guitar player, he's always doing that with that echo looper, so he'll do that and get a loop going, and then he'll play other stuff against the loop. So that's always in the background, that jing 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 jing, the real jangly stuff. Jangly stuff comes from jangly strumming. So that's what we're going to concentrate on in this video. So what I want you to do is I want you to realize, I'm going to highlight my right hand this time, my big gnarly right hand, and the strum is and the important thing here is we're emphasizing some of the downstrokes, right? I mean, we have some up and down things in there, but they're not as important as those downstrokes that we're trying to emphasize. What we want it to sound like is da, 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 like that. Now when I went da, those are the emphasized downstrokes. So it's down, 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 then you start the pattern over again. The pattern actually is 2 measures of that strum tied together, and then that just repeats over and over and over again. So when you're playing the D chord, I'll move back over, here's the D chord. Now to keep it from being boring, I was adding with my little finger the note on the 1st string 3rd fret. So it's called a D suspended. So you get D and then D suspended. And then if you want to really make it interesting, you can play D9, which is a D with an E in it. So these 3 notes can be used in a D chord to sound like this. Now that doesn't sound exactly like the record, but it sounds a lot like it. It has that jangly quality, and that's what we're looking for, because when we're working out a song like this as one guitar player, we are going to make some compromises. That's how it has to be done. You have to compromise things, and what you're trying to do is capture the essence of the song without having to necessarily play every single note that the Edge or Bono or Bono, or whatever his name is, played. So that's what I want you to practice. I want you to practice the strum, and then once again, it's down, 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 That's what I want you to work on, and just use it on a D chord, and add that little note, and then take it off, and then put it back, and you're instantly in U2 land. All right, there you go.